he's always been like that second tier, but it seems he's really stepped it up in the very last tournament of this game, so good on him.
Now's the right time if you want to win that very impressive trophy. Look at that.
Oh my
They've
goodness.
been running Warcraft 3 for 10 years, 2003 to 2013.
It's insane, and that trophy is truly amazing.
Yeah, they're really putting their all into it here this weekend, giving Warcraft 3 a send-off as an international title. So the players in the lobby, we're waiting to get into this game right now. And there's the audience, of course, the Chinese fans, all about the Warcraft 3, one of the top, most popular titles here.
Oh, they love it. And they love Dota also, I hear.
Yeah, of course.
Such a crowd for it.
All right, we're getting into the game. Echo Isles is the map. Your players, Thu and FoCuS. Thu, the red human player, spawning up here at the 2 o'clock position and representing China. And his opponent, the blue orc, representing Korea and spawning up at 10 o'clock. It is FoCuS. And looks like we're going to see some standard builds so far.
Very standard. Ultra first for both players is going to be. I'm gonna take a guess and say it's going to be an Archmage versus a Blade Master to start things.
Shocking prediction.
I wish it would be something different, but you know, these are the standards, and the standards have been around for, I'd say, a good solid 6 years now.
It's okay. It's this game that we're going to see the Farseer Mountain King.
Oh, oh my goodness!
I won't get your hopes up.
What if they started building like normal heroes and they just went to the tavern and started getting like Fire Lord or something?
That would be
It could happen.
quite exciting.
Just for the crowd.
All right, Archmage will be it for Thu this time around, and as we check on the hero on the other side, and Blade Master. What a prediction, Moonblade.
These guys are playing to win, and this is how they do it. They got to stick to their guns, stick to the standard, play a safe, solid game, especially when it's a best of one. It's such a dangerous scenario.
Right, I mean, every player only has 5 games in order to get out of the group stage here, the round robin, and make it into a part where they're going to be doing the best of 3s, best of 5s as they get into the playoff bracket, the semifinals onwards.
A little bit more room for mistake in those, those later rounds.
And also, yeah, the chance to take a risk and be able to come back much greater. But standard play dominating so far in the games that we've seen already.
Absolutely.
Well, I suppose the Warden first from Moon was a little bit interesting,
different.
but it's always been something that's been an option.
It's been a thing, but yeah, he definitely. And it looks like both players kind of scouting each other out, kind of see what they're going to do, whether it's going to be creep or it's going to be some sort of risky militia creep.
Right, and you can militia creep out the camp there at the 3 o'clock position, but he's going to go do the troll camp first. Pretty standard, gets the water elemental as his first ability, and FoCuS happy to do the same.
Straight up,
and claws attacks +6, an excellent drop for FoCuS. That's going to give him just that little bit of extra damage, but you don't need a lot of extra damage for the Blade Master to be threatening. However, the Ring of Protection going to give Thu a little bit more armor.
It's true, it's true. I'm not sure if the Mantle of Intelligence would have been a little bit better just for that extra damage, extra mana, but it'll definitely help against the Blade Master if he starts right-clicking on that Archmage. And it looks like he's going to go straight for these Murlocs. And these Murlocs have a chance of dropping a Tome of Experience, which is very
game-changing, yeah. Can definitely be game-changing. And so usually, if you guys are not familiar with Warcraft 3, typically they drop, there's a Tome of Intelligence drop right there. So it will augment his stats, but the Tome of Experience gives you potentially a level. And here we go, as some harassment going down right there, just pops the Water Elemental immediately, gets a little bit of extra experience off that. He's trying to last hit, he gets blocked a little bit, won't be able to finish off that Murloc. And now the net actually from the camp, slowing up one of his grunts.
Absolutely, and he's going to go straight for the Goblin Merchant and get the Boots of Speed, so he can start just chasing down that Archmage and all the units. And I wouldn't be surprised if he picked up some circular mobility, just for that extra damage and health. And he's going to go on the hunt once again. Almost level 2 with that, almost does that crit.
All right, well, the Grunt's clearing out the rest of this Murloc camp right there. That should get him level 2. We will see. And here we go. He's doing the harassment right now again onto the Archmage. And chasing him around, he decides to split his footman off and head it back to his base. Really doesn't want to deal with this. With the extra speed, the Blade Master will be able to run him down, so a little bit of path blocking right there with the footman. Already teching to his keep, tier 2.
That's right, and yeah, it looks like he's going to go for more of a tier 2 play. Going to probably head for caster units such as Priest and Sorceress, and into that we'll have to see what's next.
So typically Orcs here, you know, they're going to start getting, Orc players will typically start getting Raiders, and there we go, Sap Teleportation used to get out and get away from this pesky Blade Master. So
he's taken so much damage already that he's aiming to harass the tier 2 buildings to try and cancel them as much as he can, but he's already so low, so he's not going to be able to stick around for too long.
Well, there we go. Beastmaster picked up as the second hero. Pretty standard. The reason is that Orcs don't have very good Dispel in the mid-game.
That's right.
So when you get a lot of these Quillbores, a lot of these Water Elementals out, you can overpower the Orc.
Lots of summon units.
Yep.
It's definitely a great way to play it. And this, trying to get his footman killed on the creeps, but no luck. And he's looking for those tier 2 buildings, but none have been made yet, as he just only got the stronghold now. Yeah,
this is a very common time to try and delay Orc players right now, before they can get those Raiders up, because Raiders become a big problem as they tie up your units with Ensnare.
Makes it that much easier to just kill heroes. And as you can see, the Blade Master just right-clicking on the Archmage and the Beastmaster.
Yeah, and the Archmage coming in, summons another Water Elemental, and then starts trying to run. Who is able to get away right now. Peons getting into the burrows right there. Throwing some spears out early on. Grunt's taking quite a bit of damage right now. And FoCuS going to have to micro those low Grunts back. He's still trying to chase that Archmage. But looks like a footman will go down. Oh, not quite. Thu gets it out. And one Grunt goes down, and look at this. Thu just driving very deep into the base right now.
This is a bit of an overcommittal, I think. He's going to kill the Grunt, but he's going to lose his Beastmaster at the same time. Yeah,
look at the crits raining down from that Blade Master right there. Easily able to take down this level 1 Beastmaster. And then clean up the Quillbores. Will he save the Grunt? It's getting low, and there's the Shadow Hunter coming out. Couldn't quite save the Grunt.
He can't. He last hit the Grunt though, so there's no experience for that Archmage. Very nicely played. And that Blade Master's almost level 3. It's getting awfully beasty. And once it has that level 2 Whirlwind, Windwalk, sorry, it's gonna be able to just pretty much stalk the human army until they leave the base, and then just start stealing creeps, start assassinating units.
All right, well, like you said, 2 Arcane Sanctums up for the casters right now, reviving the Beastmaster. But on the other side, there wasn't that tier 2 cancel, so the Bestiary did get up for FoCuS, our Orc player, and he's going to start pumping out those Raiders while he creeps out the Mercenary camp, trying to get some of that experience. First Raider is out right now. And he'll focus down the Mage, and Thu taking a bit of a risk going for the middle camp with the Goblin Merchant.
Very ambitious, but I think it'll pay off at this rate. It'll be interesting to see what item he gets, and it'll also be interesting to see what item the Archmage drops down below. Ring of Regeneration, so not as good as it could have been. Could have been a clause of attack +9 just to end the game a little quicker, but yeah.
And look at this, he's picked up a Troll Mercenary as well, gives him a little bit more range damage.
Those things do insane damage for how much they cost, so that's a very good play. And this Quillbeast is actually going to try and cancel a lot of the healing salves, and the Kodo's trying to eat it just to avoid that, but it looks like it's going to run away.
So for those of you who don't know, the Orcs can buy healing salves at their shop, and you can put them down, but if the unit takes damage, they stop regenerating. So Orcs really rely on that to keep their army topped off at full health while they're creeping.
And it kind of looks like with these peasants coming, he's going to actually tower rush with casters, and I think he's trying to aim to get a level 3 Archmage so he can start using...
Ooh, he got a Scroll of the Beast. He's going to be able to increase the damage from his entire army there whenever he gets into an engagement.
It's very useful.
It is, especially, again, against Orc with the lack of Dispel. The actually, Peasant's getting tied up right there, and Snare goes down on one. He's able to catch up. but he's starting to get the Spirit Walkers out right now, so the Dispel will come into play.
That's right.
As the Spirit Walkers start to come here. Kodo, of course, adding damage to his entire army and able to devour as well. 1 unit.
Yeah, and it looks like he's going into some Headhunters also, so he's making a pretty solid Tier 2 army. He's going to have like, he's going to have Spirit Link to really nullify a lot of damage, and he's looking for a very, very strong army right now, but this is going to be an interesting attack right now.
All right, slow start coming in, but there we go. This scroll of haste right there, speeding the units up, nullifying that slow just a little bit. He manages to close the gap, devours 1 unit with his Kodo, and there we go. Spirit Link, or that's the healing wave, excuse me, goes down, heals up that Headhunter in the back line. And look at this, the towers are coming, the casters are here, but it looks like FoCuS is able to get enough of these units down. Another Raider pops out. Everything is just so slow right now, so his army is just kind of just slowly moving around, doing damage where he can, and while the human army just kind of wails on it. But fortunate enough, priests and sorcerers don't do that much damage, especially the Raiders. So, but there's the roar going off on his summons, so he's going to do a whole lot more damage right now. All right, and he's trying to build a shop right here, get some more items down to continue this push. But Thu holding his own, everything's still so slow. You can see Scroll the Beast right there giving them a little bit of extra damage. 1 Raider getting quite low. Now the peons have been pulled. Things are getting a little desperate right now, and the summons are kind of building up, so more damage is kind of snowballing. And units are, like, FoCuS is running out of units. Yeah, he really is. Over time, he's just been whittled down. He hasn't been able to engage properly with the 6 sorceresses in the back line, offering plenty of slows. He's trying to kill this Beastmaster, chasing it around, but not doing much. Now the Blademaster has gotten into the back line right there, will be able to take down a couple of these sorceresses, but the push may just be too much from Thu right now. Oh, and he's got Invisible, so he's got a Depth Sorceress, so he can actually save his heroes from the Blademaster. There we go. Buys a healing potion, will heal up that Shadowhunter, but the Shadowhunter will fall at the last shot right there. It's there on the Beastmaster. There's the invisibility again. And this is desperate. Peons still trying to get what damage they can, but he simply can't deal with all the Quill Beasts, can't deal with all the Water Elementals. And Thu has a good position with his casters safely in the back line. And all that's left is Peons and the Blademaster now, so I think Thu is looking pretty satisfied right now, pretty happy. I don't think he's losing this one. Yeah, has to windwalk out of there in order just to stay alive. Comes back in right now, takes another shot at a Sorceress. Not enough damage though, and now they're into his burrows. 1 goes down. Has to go ahead and move those over. Oh, so close. That bird can actually detect. So. Yes, he is in while invisible, so he's got to run away right now from the main fight. Can't windwalk to safety any longer, and there's the GG. Thu will go up 2-0, and FoCuS loses his first game. Very impressive play by Thu. Beating the Korean champion, that must make him feel pretty good. Pretty damn confident for this tournament. Quite easily as well, by the way. I mean, that was very convincing. Even though he took that early damage on his Archmage from the Blademaster, he had a great timing attack, got the push in, and lost his Beastmaster early, but then came back again for the second wave just with the casters. Insane push with this army that you can just sit and fight for the longest time. Right, and since there was only 1 Spirit Walker out too, there just wasn't enough Dispel in order to deal with the creatures. He just simply didn't get the tech fast enough. He couldn't shut it down when he needed to, and it just dragged on. Well, Thu looking like the man to beat right now in this group stage, and FoCuS has to think a little bit more about that matchup, I think. But we are going to, that's all for us right now for Warcraft 3, but we're going to do some more stuff on the B-Stream later. Lots more Warcraft 3 over the next 4 days, which I couldn't be more excited about. Oh, I'm so happy for it. So happy. I can't wait to see who takes home that trophy. This is still such a tournament. Still so many contenders. And it's actually going to be really interesting to see who makes it out of the round robin, because it's so dangerous. It is. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll be back in just a few.
越来越远，配合你的心跳，找寻新的起点。是否忽略了现在，让沉睡醒来 ？Beyond the game， 要超越的就是现在，注定我们从来不会失败。让我们尽情燃烧整个世界。Beyond the game, beyond the game, beyond the game, beyond the game. The world inside the game.
好的，恭喜这位朋友啊，他的手机号码是186开头，9566结尾的，他的场线号码是07452，07452，有没有在现场呢？好的，再次恭喜以上的恭喜，然后我们的特殊的这个认证奖品，当然我们今天会给的是3名的，然后感谢6点钟的分别王同学。
into the World of Tanks game. We are on the main stage, and it's going to be a great game today. Fulcrum Gaming is going to be here.
Clutch Gray, joined by Brendan. See if we can hear each other. See if we can hear each other, and we're good. Check, 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 check. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hello everybody and welcome to the WCG 2013 Grand Final in Kunshan, China. I'm Joshua Clutch Gray, joined by Brendan Valdez here for some World of Tanks action, my friend. Commentating over at the D stage a little while ago. Now we're on the main stage, the two teams that we got.
Today we're going to be casting EPWOT from China, and of course Team WCG.
WCG
from Germany.
That's right, man. A little history about Team WCG we'll get into as we introduce some of the players here, but we just saw EP take out the Unit team from UK. EP looking pretty dangerous so far. Now, Wave Knight was the team that went all the way in World of Tanks to second place as they lost to the Red Rush, but they did get that silver medal. Now, EP is a force that we've seen in some international tournaments. Not a whole lot of international tournaments yet for World of Tanks, but different leagues from around the world and different regions have been going strong now for multiple seasons. I'm one of the main commentators over for North America for World of Tanks, and I gotta say, I'm really impressed with the type of play, strategy, and personality coming out of those teams, and it's always fun to see that happening around the world, different regions. But here in WCG, it's not about the leagues or the regions, it's about the countries, man.
Yeah, it really is about the countries. Just one thing, the maps there were Lakeville, Pensk, and then Cliff, I believe, if I saw it correctly. So we're going to have those 3 games played here today. The format we learned now is that they play 3 games total. Doesn't matter who wins, just for points in the group stage, they play all 3 games. If they draw, they both get a point, and then whoever wins the next game gets 2 points out of 3, and then they finish there. So we're going to go into 3 games here of World of Tanks between this Chinese team and the German team, Team WCG. It should be pretty exciting. I also do a bit of World of Tanks casting, filling in at Tanks Asia and the Korean League over at GOM TV in Korea. And like you were saying before, the different leagues, like it's very exciting to see so many different areas of the world playing so many different styles of play and learning from each other in these different international tournaments and from each other, you know, on the different servers just when they scrim against different teams from around the world, because I'm sure they do that regardless of server boundaries. But it's really exciting to see these countries go head-to-head here, even though they might be from different teams. You know, if they're all from Germany, they're going to join together into this Team WCG and play together as Team Germany, technically, and give it their all and try to take it against this Chinese team. Chinese players are really always pretty good across most games. But you know, the European scene, one of the best in World of Tanks, so we might actually see Team Germany maybe take some. But of course, we saw China before taking a 2-1 against the UK team pretty handily. So
yes, indeed. Now, Eastern Europe does dominate in the World of Tanks scene. A lot of it has to do with culture, because you know, with World War II and beyond, it was the pride of Russia to create the best tanks possible. And they had a lot of ground warfare over there. Now compare that to America. America, we kind of celebrate more of the infantry and air power, because that's what we experienced the most as Americans in World War II. So there's a cultural resonance with Eastern